Dear friends, a few years ago, I came across a photo essay titled Silver Hair and Bent Back Struggling to Survive in the Capital, which depicted the lives of elderly individuals navigating the bustling streets of the city. These seniors were engaged in a variety of jobs cutting hair, selling newspapers, sharpening knives, and vending drinks, working tirelessly just to make ends meet. I couldn't help but wonder, why, at an age when they should be surrounded by loved ones, enjoying a peaceful and leisurely life, were they still toiling away to support themselves? Was it the heavy burden of financial strain that robbed them of the restful and secure old age they deserved? The images from that essay have stayed with me, a stark reminder of the vital role money plays in our later years. It's only when you witness firsthand the harsh realities faced by seniors without financial stability that you understand the profound connection between money and old age. The truth is undeniable. It forces us to reevaluate our lifestyles and our attitudes toward financial security. Let me share with you some stories that illustrate this point. First and foremost, having money in old age is essential for our peace of mind and security. After decades of hard work, everyone hopes to retire into a life of ease, surrounded by family, with a stable financial foundation and savings to rely on. Unfortunately, not all seniors are so fortunate. Many face loneliness, struggle, and poverty right up until their final days. Take Mrs. M, for example. Her frail hands tremble as she counts the small amounts of money her children occasionally send her: $2 here, $1 there, saving every penny to pay for her medical treatments for hemophilia. Mrs. M suffers from numerous age-related ailments, such as high blood pressure, stomach issues, arthritis, and chronic back pain. Yet, she has never been able to afford proper medical care due to the overwhelming costs. Her children, though they try, can only spare a few dollars now and then for her food and medicine. They give me what they can, but I can't save a single cent. Now, in my old age, I have nothing left, Mrs. M says with a bittersweet smile, reflecting on the hardships of her final years. This, dear friends, is the harsh reality for many elderly individuals. As we age, financial worries can weigh heavily on our minds, leading to dependence on our children, or, worse, falling into debt. This is why it's crucial to ask ourselves now what will sustain us in our old age. A pension, reliance on our children, or another source of income. It's imperative to start thinking about these things while we're still young, to live a healthy lifestyle, and to actively save and accumulate wealth for our later years. The second story I want to share is about the importance of having money in old age, so you don't have to depend on your children's moods to live. When my second son was 7, my husband passed away suddenly from heat stroke while harvesting in the fields. His death left me with the full responsibility of raising our 2 sons. With no other option, I gave up farming and started selling vegetables at the market to provide for my family. Every day, I was up at 4 a.m. and didn't return home until 4 p.m. My boys had to set their own alarms, cook their own simple meals, and head off to school on their own. Thankfully, they were good kids, understanding how hard their mother worked, and they helped out whenever they could. I remember when my eldest son turned 18 and entered university. Around that time, a widower in our village proposed to me. Despite his kindness and stable financial situation, I refused to remarry. My sons encouraged me, saying, "Mom, we're grown now. You should consider getting remarried. He's from our village, so you wouldn't be far from us. And you're still young. Why live alone for the rest of your life?" But I told them, my only wish is to see you both grow up and become men. No matter how hard or how much I have to sacrifice, my only hope is that you'll live well and that I can rely on you in my old age. As they grew, I devoted myself to building them each a 2-story house so they could marry and start their own families. I poured all my savings into their homes, their shops, their futures. So when I reached old age, I found myself with nothing left. I thought, it's okay. I've sacrificed everything for them. Surely they'll take care of me now that I'm old, but life has a way of surprising you. Living with my children, I had to rely on them for everything, even when I craved a simple treat. When there was a village gathering or a ceremony, I had to ask them for money. It wasn't just my sons, it was their wives too. The discomfort and inconvenience of it all were too much to bear. Last year, when I fell ill and had to be hospitalized for a stomach ulcer, my health deteriorated rapidly. Visits to the hospital became a regular occurrence. Initially, my children cared for me attentively, but as time went on, they grew weary, passing the responsibility from one to the other. As for my daughters-in-law, they began to complain whenever I fell ill. How is it possible to get sick so often? They would grumble. When I asked for something as simple as a bowl of porridge, they would argue over who had to make it. Since last year, due to my declining health, I've handed over the responsibility for family ceremonies to my eldest son. But instead of stepping up, my children argue over who has to handle it. Why should we take on all this responsibility? She's still alive, isn't she? One of my daughters-in-law fumed. These experiences have left me deeply saddened. After a lifetime of sacrifice for my children, I never imagined I'd end up in such a difficult situation, depending on them for everything. Dear friends, as we grow older, we will inevitably face many unexpected challenges. No one can predict what tomorrow will bring. The only thing we can do is live well today. In old age, when our health is not what it used to be, earning money becomes nearly impossible. It's crucial to have a retirement fund, enough to support ourselves and ensure we don't have to rely on others. Many people, upon retiring, give all their money to their children, hoping they will take care of them in return. Do you think this is the right approach? In reality, this is nothing short of gambling, staking your entire savings on the hope that your children will be dutiful and caring. If you lose, you not only lose your financial security, but also your peace of mind. As we all know, life is full of uncertainties, and in old age, we are particularly vulnerable. Without money, we risk becoming a burden on our children, or worse, being neglected. So it is imperative that we secure our financial independence to live with dignity and peace of mind, without having to depend on the whims of others. Money may not be everything in life, but it can be a powerful ally in ensuring your health and comfort in your golden years. After retirement, having financial security allows you to explore the world with friends, pursue hobbies and interests you never had time for in your younger days. With financial stability, you can indulge in life's finer pleasures, sipping premium teas, enjoying nutritious meals, and dressing in attire that makes you feel special. Many people find joy in their later years through travel and new experiences, but these adventures often require careful financial planning and the understanding support of a life partner. True happiness lies in the companionship of a loved one as you explore the world together, creating memories that make life truly meaningful. Dear friends, as the pace of population aging accelerates, it is crucial for each of us to plan ahead and build a financial cushion for our senior years. This not only ensures our own well-being, but also eases the burden on our families and society. While it's often said that having children is essential for support in old age, life can be unpredictable. The best gift you can give yourself and others is independence, both financial and emotional. Start saving early, and make it a habit that leads to a peaceful and fulfilling life as you age. In the end, relying on yourself, being self-sufficient, is a profound form of happiness. Take the steps today to ensure that your future is one of dignity, freedom, and contentment. Part 2. Don't live with your children. In old age, getting too close to your children will be a disaster. In the twilight years, should parents live with their children or pursue their own dreams? Meet Aura, a 62-year-old mother who dared to defy tradition and societal expectations. After the death of her husband and a decade of solitude, she moved in with her son and daughter-in-law, hoping for companionship and care. But what unfolded was a harsh reality that turned her retirement into a relentless cycle of unpaid labor and unappreciated sacrifice. Faced with an overwhelming sense of being used, Aura made a courageous choice that shocked her family and inspired countless others. Dive into her powerful story of resilience, self-discovery, and the unyielding pursuit of happiness. Today, I want to share with you the question of whether parents should live with their children after they grow old. Aura, 62 years old, is a mother of 2 children, a boy and a girl. Her daughter is married. After retiring, Aura initially moved in with her son and his wife. However, a year after retirement, Aura packed her bags and returned to her hometown, never getting involved with her son's family and refusing to live with them. Let's take a look at Aura's story. My husband passed away 10 years ago, and since then I've been living alone. When I turned 60 and retired, my son was worried about me being lonely, so he invited me to live with them. I thought it was a filial gesture, so I agreed. I moved in with him, and at first, my daughter-in-law treated me well. We got along fine. She often greeted me and told me not to do too much housework, suggesting I go dancing, take walks, or chat with other aunties outside. But after some time, my daughter-in-law started asking me to do more chores. It started with helping with cleaning and escalated to cooking, and eventually doing all the household chores and looking after the children. I thought my son wanted me to enjoy life in retirement, but instead I found myself working as an unpaid maid, doing everything for their family. Before retiring, I had plans for how I wanted to spend my retirement. I wanted to dance in the square, raise a little dog, grow some vegetables, and enjoy a peaceful life in my hometown. Then I'd catch up with old friends over tea. But reality turned out to be cruel. Instead of enjoying life, I ended up being a servant to my son's family with no spare time for myself. One Saturday night, while I was cleaning, my son and daughter-in-law casually mentioned taking a 4-day vacation, leaving me to look after the children. They didn't even consider how I felt about it. I was furious. All the responsibilities at home seemed to fall on me while they enjoyed their time together. I was left to handle everything alone. Whenever I wanted to visit friends or take a break, there was always housework waiting for me. It felt unfair that their lives were so comfortable while I worked tirelessly for them. I spent days contemplating and finally decided I had to live for myself. So I told my son I was going to visit an old friend for a few days and let them manage on their own. My daughter-in-law was upset, accusing me of neglecting my duties, but I was determined. They couldn't stop me. I returned to my hometown and finally started living the retirement life I had envisioned. I do things I enjoy every day, and I feel fulfilled. I realized I couldn't keep sacrificing myself for others. I've already dedicated half my life to my son. It's time for him to take responsibility for his own life instead of relying on me. Aura's story is a powerful testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the human spirit. Her decision to leave her son's home and reclaim her independence was not just an act of defiance, but a bold declaration of her right to live life on her own terms. This courageous move shattered the traditional expectations placed upon aging parents, challenging the notion that their primary role is to serve their children endlessly. As she packed her bags and returned to her hometown, Aura was not merely walking away from a life of unpaid servitude, she was stepping into a new chapter filled with possibilities and self-fulfillment. Her story resonates deeply, especially with older adults who often find themselves torn between familial obligations and personal desires. Aura's experience underscores the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing one's well-being, even in the face of societal pressures and familial expectations. Living alone once more, Aura embraced the freedom she had long yearned for. She spent her days dancing in the square, raising a little dog, and growing vegetables in her garden. These simple pleasures, which she had once dreamed of, became her reality. She reconnected with old friends, sharing laughter and stories over tea, savoring the richness of a life she had reclaimed. Aura's journey is a poignant reminder that it is never too late to pursue happiness and fulfillment. Her story encourages us all to reflect on the quality of our own lives and the choices we make. It is a call to action for older adults to stand firm in their right to live independently and joyfully, refusing to be burdened by unappreciated sacrifices. In a world where aging is often accompanied by diminishing expectations and increasing demands, Aura's tale is a beacon of hope and inspiration. It reminds us that self-respect and personal happiness are paramount, and that every individual, regardless of age, deserves to live a life filled with joy, purpose, and dignity. Let Aura's story inspire you to reclaim your own happiness and live boldly, unapologetically, and freely. Part 3. Embrace these 4 essentials after 50 for a peaceful, joyful life. Turning 50 is not the end, but in a blink, 60 will approach, bringing retirement within sight. Preparation is key to avoiding chaos in this new chapter of life. By 50, most people have stable careers, some savings, and independent children. Even those who achieve success later face greater challenges than the young. Here are 4 essentials for those over 50 to ensure a serene and happy life. 1. Cherish your marriage. In the narrative of Uncle NGO, we find a poignant reflection on the true essence of companionship and the enduring value of a committed partnership. At the age of 36, Uncle NGO's life took a turn when he divorced and remarried a woman 10 years younger. Initially, this seemed like a new beginning, but the joy was fleeting, leading to another divorce. By 52, despite his material success, Uncle NGO found himself enveloped in solitude. He sought companionship through matchmaking, only to realize that at this stage, many women were more interested in his wealth than in genuine affection. Uncle NGO's experience underscores a critical message: material wealth cannot replace the warmth and fulfillment that a lifelong partner provides. The absence of a dedicated partner often results in loneliness, especially during times of illness or in the twilight years when emotional support is most needed. Uncle NGO's fear of ending up in a nursing home, devoid of personal connection, resonates deeply with the harsh reality of many who find themselves without a partner in old age. This story serves as a powerful reminder to cherish and nurture marital relationships. For those over 50, it emphasizes the importance of holding onto the hands of their loved ones, valuing the shared experiences and memories that form the fabric of a meaningful life. The true wealth lies not in possessions, but in the enduring love and support of a partner who stands by your side through the joys and challenges of life. As we age, it becomes ever more crucial to cultivate and treasure these bonds, ensuring that we do not face the future alone. 2. Treasure true friendships. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters: the bonds we form with those around us. As we age, the realization dawns that true happiness and fulfillment are deeply intertwined with our relationships. This message underscores the profound importance of cherishing true friendships, especially as we navigate the later stages of life. By the time we reach 50, many of us have learned that distant relatives, while connected by blood, do not provide the same emotional support and companionship as nearby friends who share our day-to-day lives. It's these close companions who become our confidants, our support system, and our chosen family. They bring color and joy to our days and provide comfort in times of need. This message is a clarion call to embrace and treasure the friendships that enrich our lives. It's a reminder that true joy is found in the warmth of human connection and the knowledge that we are not alone in this journey. As we age, the love and care we invest in our friendships become the most valuable legacy we leave behind. 3. Maintain mental health. The message at the heart of this content is a powerful reminder of the importance of mental health and happiness as we age. Embracing joy and nurturing our mental well-being is not just a luxury, but a necessity for living a fulfilling and healthy life in our later years. As we reach the age of 50 and beyond, every day filled with happiness becomes a precious gift. It is essential to recognize that our well-being and happiness are within our control, and we must take proactive steps to cultivate a positive mindset. For older adults, this phase of life offers an opportunity to focus on what truly matters: joy, peace, and personal fulfillment. By learning to spend wisely on things that bring happiness and embracing rest and relaxation, we can enrich our lives. The idea that happiness is the essence of life after 50 speaks to the profound understanding that our mental health and outlook on life significantly impact our physical health and longevity. facing life's challenges with optimism and resilience is crucial. The journey of aging should not be seen as a decline, but rather as an opportunity to redefine ourselves and our destinies. With strong willpower and quiet perseverance, we can navigate the complexities of life after 50, leading to a more enriched and satisfying existence. Ultimately, the message encourages us to let go of stress and embrace a life filled with purpose and joy. By doing so, we ensure that our golden years are not just about surviving, but thriving with grace and happiness. The choice is ours to make, and with it comes the power to shape our destiny and find true contentment in our later years.
If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.